moments in African American history, Dr. Mae Jemison. Dr. Mae C. Jemison is the first African American female astronaut. In 1987, she became the first African American woman to be admitted into NASA's astronaut training program. Then, in 1992, she flew into space aboard the Endeavour, becoming the first African American woman in space. Born in Alabama, in Decatur, on October 17, 1956, she developed a love for science at an early age. When she told her elementary school teacher about it, that she wanted to be a scientist, the teacher assumed she wanted to be a nurse. But not deterred, she continued with her love of science and also developed her talent for dance. A highly intelligent young lady she was, and she didn't allow herself to be limited to what the culture deemed as two extremes. And so she explored and flourished in both art and science.
And Uhura, whose name means freedom. She walks in beauty like the night.
That's not Spock.
Are you surprised to find that I've read Byron, Doctor?
That's...
Oh man, this is my favorite episode. Oh, I just love Star Trek. I wonder what's gonna happen next.
Mae, it's time for your graduation. It's time to go. You're gonna be late. Get a move on, come on.
All right. Jeez. Well, Lieutenant Uhura, I guess I'll have to catch you next time. Cause one day, I'm gonna be just like you. I'm coming.
Mae completed high school in 1973 at the age of 16. And as a consistent honor student, she entered Stanford University on a National Achievement Scholarship. And while at Stanford, she pursued and completed a double major in chemical engineering and African American studies. During her final year at Stanford, she was faced with a decision of pursuing her medical degree or becoming a professional dancer. She later said her mother helped her with that decision.
All right, everyone, we're gonna get started here. We're gonna start with a releve and a plie. All right, and remember, we are coming out of the shadows. Let me see you. Oh, I love it. Love the attitude. Great energy. One more time all together. We are coming out of the shadows. Beautiful. I am so torn. I don't know what to do. I'm graduating in a couple of months. I have to finish this choreography for Out of the Shadows, but I want to learn this astronomy too. What should I do?
Well, have you called your mom? What'd she say?
I've not talked to her. You know what? Take five. Flutter away. Flutter out. Beautiful. Oh. Hello? Mom? Hey, you know, the semester's almost over, getting ready to graduate, and I don't know what to do next. I need your advice.
Okay, well, what are your options?
Well, I could go on to medical school or become a professional dancer.
Did you really just call me to ask that question?
Yeah.
Girl, you better take your behind to medical school. Calling me asking about some dancing. You done lost your mind.
Okay. Hello, Mom? Did she really just hang up on me? Guess I'm going to medical school.
She chose medical school, obviously, and attended Cornell University, where she traveled to Cuba to conduct a study, and Thailand, where she worked at a Cambodian refugee camp. During her years at Cornell, she didn't give up on dance and continued to study dance by enrolling in classes at the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater. After graduating with a doctorate in medicine in 1983, she joined the Peace Corps and served as a medical officer for Sierra Leone and Liberia, West Africa. Jemison managed the entire healthcare for Peace Corps. She wrote manuals for self-care, supervised pharmacy, laboratory, and medical staff, and was in charge of the medical care of the U.S. Embassy. After 2 years, she returned and worked as a general practitioner and took graduate and engineering courses at the same time.
Ma'am, are you Dr. Jemison?
I am.
You have an urgent call at the front desk.
Okay, thank you. You know what? That's it. I'm doing it. I'm becoming an astronaut. Lieutenant Uhura, here I come. Because you know that place needs a dash of some color and a little bit of estrogen too.
Dr. Jemison, inspired and encouraged by one of her role models, Lieutenant Uhura from Star Trek, first applied to the NASA astronaut training program in 1985. You know, the role of Lieutenant Uhura was another accomplishment for African American women. This role was played by Nichelle Nichols, who became one of, if not the only, African American woman portrayed in an elevated position in television at that time. But that's a story for another time. Stay tuned. In 1986, the Space Shuttle Challenger disaster occurred, which postponed the selection of new candidates. Jemison, not to be discouraged from her dream, reapplied in 1987 and was chosen out of roughly 2,000 applicants to be one of 15 people in the NASA astronaut group program.
You know, you'll never achieve greatness if you give fear free rein. I'm going to space.
Dr. Jemison, they told us you could only take 3 things with you to space. What have you chosen?
Oh, that's easy. My favorite Alvin Ailey poster of Judith Jamison performing Cry, a Bandu statue from the Women's Society of Sierra Leone, and a certificate from the Chicago Public Schools encouraging students to improve their science and math.
And why these items specifically?
Well, they all represent human creativity. The same creativity that it took to conceive, build, and launch the shuttle is the same source of energy and creativity to design and craft the Bandu statue, as well as the ingenuity to design, choreograph, and stage the dance Cry. These are all avatars of human creativity.
Thank you.
After coming back from space, she left NASA in 1993 and decided it was time to do something else. I know, right? She accepted a teaching fellowship at Dartmouth and established the Jemison Group, a company that seeks to research, develop, and market advanced technologies. Oh, and by the way, she also made a guest appearance on Star Trek Next Generation and became the only actual astronaut to appear on the show. Dr. Mae C. Jemison, a woman not bound by the limitation of culture and society, but propelled by her dreams.